Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. Today I am making my homeschool planner for the 2022-2023 school year. So I used to buy big expensive planners, even ones that were labeled homeschool planners, and I never found myself very happy with them. Or if I was happy with them, there was so much of it that I didn't use the way that you should, I guess. And I know you could change those pages up and use them for other things, but I found that like almost half of my planner I wasn't using out of the ones that were already made for me. So I decided to make my own. The first thing that I like to do is kind of map out what I want in my planner. So I kind of took some notes about what tabs I would be needing. So the months that I want to also add in like a reading log for mine as well. My bills. What else do I have in here? Oh, meal plans, so like some note pages and just a section for like YouTube stuff. So that's what I did is I mapped it all out to figure out how many tabs that I would need. And I'm going to go ahead and start building it. So, I'm kind of cheating just a little bit because I did buy a template from Etsy that is going to help me with the layout of my planner. So I've been using the same template for a couple of years and I really, really love it. Okay, so what I did was I purchased an editable planner on Etsy from Pickled Planner. And I really love the editable templates because I could switch these, like the titles and stuff, I can go ahead and switch and I could change some of these, but I could still use the overall template. This one I'm going to keep the same. I don't really need I don't really need to change the contacts page. So, but what I really like is this one was built, but it had a different title. I don't even remember what it was. But this one I turned into a reading log. I love keeping track of what we're reading. So this, because we like to see at the end of the year, like how many books we read and what we read and things like that. Like this year, I think it was like 147 books that we read. So this is how I keep track of all of that. And then this one, I switched to a field trips page and I changed out some of these here. I like to, have a page or so in there just to, document where we've been. Websites and passwords. I didn't use this page last year, but I'm going to use it this year. My kids do a lot of different games online and stuff like that. So I thought that this would be a good page to, document those passwords, not like my super personal stuff. I didn't use the communications log, and then I didn't use the year at a glance. But these are really cool options if you plan a little differently than I do. I really like monthly spreads and weekly spreads. I never really use like the year at a glance, but so here we go, monthly spread. So this one, you could just go in and infill the dates. You could fill in, whoa, I said that backwards. You can fill in the dates. So I really like this, and you could change the month. And then here, what I really like is that when I bought this template, it came with options for your subjects. So you can go with 5 subjects, which is what this one is set out for. You also have a spread that does 6 subjects, which is this one. And the one that I use is the 7 subject, which is this one. So I have an option to put 7 subjects down for each little, column, and then the dates up on top. I prefer the dates on top. It's just, my preference. So yeah, these I'm going to go through and I'm going to edit these for this coming school year. And then this classroom checklist I didn't use last year either. I mean, it's nice to have them because sometimes I need to, document things and just switch up the pages. I didn't print the birthday pages last year either, I don't think, but I usually do. I think I'm going to print the birthday pages this year, only because it'll just, help me not forget somebody. And then the notes pages. And the reason why you're seeing 2 of each is so that when you print them, you have the option when you're binding them, not to cut off any of the page. So, and then you have the brain purge. This one I love printing out and using alongside my bills. That way I have somewhere to, do my math, write down notes, things like that. I didn't use the lesson plan one last year. I really didn't have a need for it because that's what I use my note pages for. Or my brain purge pages for. And then the daily docket. Now this one, I used it, but I switched it all up. So I kind of relabeled everything and did it in a different way. I don't think I'll be using this page this year. And that is it for the editable template. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this planner together. First thing I'm going to do, I forgot that I didn't even print my divider pages yet. Normally when I make my planner, I will have like these thick cardstock pages in between that have the tabs. I didn't even print that out yet, so let's do that first. I'm just gonna go to Canva and make my own and print them on cardstock. Just something cute, simple. I think I might, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I might do a Harry Potter planner. So, here I go. What? Yeah.
Baby, this is...
Wow. Okay. Okay. I gotta focus. I gotta focus.
The first time.
I gotta focus. Okay. Oh, is it your first time making them?
Yeah.
Nice. I just realized I spelled language wrong on this one, so I'm really glad I caught that before I printed it, or I would have been so mad. Okay, so I finally finished printing out August through May, and now I'm going to print out my bill planner for August through May for the next year. So that's what I'm going to work on now. Okay, so I just went to print out my meal planner template that I have. I have no clue. I think I deleted it, so that kind of stinks. But I just went on Pinterest and found a free one, so that's what I'm going to be printing out. This is the free template I picked out from Pinterest for the weekly meal plan. Okay, so it is the next day. I got too tired last night, so I didn't bind it yet, but I did print it all out. So I made the covers, or the front cover and the back cover on Canva, but I completely printed my entire planner out now. So now I'm going to I'm going to laminate the covers and then bind them together. Ugh, that's what I look like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this together, and then I'm going to put the tabs through. So, and then I'll show you a quick flip through once it's all bound and labeled and everything when it's all complete. now it's completely hole punched, so now I just need to go through and put the foil in. I am going to make the tabs for the side, and I am just going to be using these Avery tabs that I was showing earlier and my label maker. Okay, so this is the finished planner, and I just created the cover and this front piece, whatever, this quote I got from Harry Potter. I just created those on Canva just so I had something cute. So the cover says, "You homeschool after all this time," and then it says "always." We're Harry Potter nerds over here. And then the very first page is birthdays. So I have a section for birthdays, and then I also have a section for passwords. And then we go straight into the month of August. And on this side, I have my monthly goals for both Bella and Lydia, my morning basket theme, and any notes I'll need, and a brain purge page, because I do tend to take a lot of notes when it comes to my morning basket. So this just lets me write down ideas and books I may have to use for that. And then it goes straight into my monthly layout. So I like to have this more for like appointments and things like that. And then this here, my weekly schedule, is what I like for homeschool. So as you can see, I have the dates on top, and then I have morning math, Lydia's language arts, Lydia's history and science, Bella's language arts, Bella's history and science, and then art, music, and extras. So I relabeled all of my subjects this year because the way I have to plan is different this coming year than it was from last year. And then on this side, I just leave an area for a to-do list. And that's what the entire month is going to look like each day and each month, technically. So I'm going to skip on, but on the very back, I have a field trip log. And that's on the back of every month. And then after I get through my months, we go into our reading log. So this is a page that I have that it's Lydia's reading log. This isn't what she reads alone. This is what I read with her. So this will be like her read out loud time. And then the read out louds that we do together. I do like to document them so that at the end of the year we can count them and see how many books we've read together. And then I did leave one page blank that I'm going to be putting in all the books that I intend to read during the 2022-2023 school year. And then we go into my bills section. So I just have a brain purge page. And this is just where I track, my payments and, upcoming expenses, anything like that. Even my groceries, when I spend money on groceries, go there. And then I go into my meal plan. Oh, and this template I just made myself. But this one, my meal plan section, I found this template free on Pinterest. And this is just where I like to keep our dinners. I don't really meal plan for breakfast and lunch. This is just, for our dinners and groceries that we'll be needing for that week. And then I have a section for YouTube. And this is just where I could put down any video ideas I have, the videos and edits that I do, upcoming events that I should plan for if I want to make a video, things like that. And then I just have a notes section. And that is it. Here I just made this piece on the back. It's a Luna Lovegood quote. And I found this little image on Canva. And then again, I made the back on Canva as well. And I just used the same little print with the crest that was on Canva. So that is my homeschool planner for the 2022-2023 school year. Like I said, I have purchased many planners before and I've never been that happy with them. So I'm, a couple years ago, I just started making my own and I've been much happier since I've been doing that. And I just feel like I'm not wasting any space in the planners that are already made that you can purchase. Like I said, I bought a template, an editable template on Etsy under Pickled Planner. And that's what I use for my sheets in here. So all of my weekly schedule pages and my monthly schedule pages, these monthly goals, I just changed the title and adjusted it myself for what I need. Those all came from Pickled Planner. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.